Joined by head coach Nathan Davis of the Randolph-Macon College Yellow Jackets. They were picked number 4 in this year's men's basketball preseason poll. Coach, talk a little bit about your squad here so far in the preseason practice.
Well, I've been pleased. They're working very hard. I think we have good chemistry. They want to be good. We're obviously inexperienced, so that will come with time, but I'm pleased with the direction we're going. I think we've got a chance to be pretty good when it's all said and done.
As far as balance on your team by numbers right now, you have 8 returning players, but also 8 new coming players. Talk a little bit about the makeup of your squad right now, what you see out of your returning players so far.
Well, I think they provided good leadership. I mean, a lot of them, they've played against good competition. They didn't get a lot of playing time, but they got to go against some good guys every day, so they know what we're expected out of them. They know what the program expects out of them, so they've been bringing the younger guys along nicely.
Yeah, you kind of touched on a couple subjects right there. You won your 4th ODAC championship last year for the program and also made the NCAA tournament again. Talk a little bit about the experiences that the returning players had with those chances to play against that type of competition and how that's going to help them bring along the new guys.
Well, I think the big thing was they got to compete against some very good guys that had won a lot of games every day, so they got to see what it takes to be successful, and hopefully that'll carry over and they'll be able to pass it on to the younger guys as they come along.
What are some names of the returning players we could hear this season that make a name for themselves in the ODAC?
I think obviously the first one that jumps out to you is Calvin Krosky, who actually, despite having all those seniors last year, led our team in minutes. Shot over 40% from 3 and can put the ball in the basket. Adam Desgain, another guy who was our first guard off the bench, made 11 threes in one game, so he's clearly capable of making shots. And Lamar Jiggets really came on nicely in the year, made the all-tournament team. Those are 3 guys that jump out immediately. We have a 6A kid local kid out of Hanover, Dylan Cole, who was sitting behind Brandon Braxton and Danny Jones, who a lot of people would sit behind, but worked hard every day, and I expect big things from a lot of guys this year.
And what about some of your new coming players? Who's a name or two that we could hear from that group?
It's a little hard to say yet. We haven't really played a real competition yet, but I think we've got a number of guys, probably 6 or 7 of them, that have a chance to compete for minutes, and we'll see where that goes here over the next couple of weeks.
And then let's look at the conference as a whole, because over the last 2 years we've had 6 teams make the NCAA tournament. What do you see for the conference this year coming in?
I think the conference once again is very strong. You look at it. I mean, you look at the preseason poll. You got a team like Lynchburg that returns 5 starters that gets picked 8th. That I think speaks to the strength and the talent amongst the other teams in the league. So it'll be a knockdown, drag-out fight night in, night out. And if you're not ready to play, you're going to get beat.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining me today, and good luck this season.
Thank you.